I'm going to talk to you briefly about some low-cost alternatives that we offer here at the McConnell Family Law Group, both with respect to divorce cases as well as other types of family law litigation. In another video where we talked about how much it's going to cost to get divorced. I referenced that in Connecticut, on average, each side spends about $15,500 or $31,000 in total. Again, that's an average. But one of the lower cost alternatives is mediation with respect to divorce. And mediation is often costs about 40% less than a couple would spend on a litigated divorce. And the reason's pretty straightforward, really, because in this area, this practice area, we all bill for our time, right? And if you have a mediator, you just have one timekeeper whose meter's running, as opposed to each having an attorney on each side whose meter's running. Now, in the mediation context, there is typically something called a review counsel for each of the parties, but they don't come to the mediation and they're not really that involved in the litigation process. So on balance, again, if mediation is right for you and will work for you, it's about 40% less. But there's other types of cases as well where mediation isn't appropriate, if it's custody litigation, for example. We offer something that we call consulting, or otherwise it can be thought of as like coaching. And what that is, it's where you represent yourself, okay, because either you don't want to or you can't afford to have full representation in a case. And we help you in every step of the way. We're there to consult with and to help you and to guide you. It may include doing such things as writing pleadings for you, drafting pleadings, drafting motions, helping you to respond to what somebody might have submitted from the other side, helping you prepare for court, what questions to ask, what questions not to ask, strategy, and so forth. And as you can see on the slide, there's a number of different things that you can select from and when you want to enlist our help or not enlist our help. And you control the costs along the way. However much you use us, that's what is when our clock starts running. And it's a way you can substantially cut back and control the costs of your litigation. It's sometimes necessary in custody cases, because in custody cases where parents are fighting over children, it can be some of the most acrimonious litigation there is in family law. And it's also, therefore, one of the most expensive areas where it can cost $10, $20, $50 or more $1,000. And a lot of times people don't have that type of money. So we have this consulting and coaching part of our practice that can help you to represent yourselves in those types of cases. It also involves, if we're with you every step of the way, we could at some point during the case enter an appearance, either for something limited, like just for that day's motions, or it could be later on. We've been with you every step of the way. We know your case, and you unfortunately have to go to trial. And we can enter an appearance later on during the case and be able to go to trial fully prepared to represent you. In all events, we hope that this video and this free information on our website is helpful to you. And we hope that you consider coming to meet with us so that we can help you find peace through strength.